Alright guys, I want you to really think about this for a moment. We've all seen movies about the future of war, we've read the books, but what if I told you that future isn't decades away? What if the next great global conflict, the one that will redefine our world, isn't fought by humans at all? Imagine a battlefield with no soldiers to feel fear, no tank crews to hesitate, a world where the familiar sights and sounds of war, the roar of jets, the rumble of armor, the shouts of command, are replaced by something else. Something silent, efficient, and terrifyingly intelligent. We're talking about a war fought exclusively by machines, drones, and artificial intelligence, all making life or death decisions in the blink of an eye. Scary, right? Well, take a deep breath because this isn't science fiction anymore. This revolution in warfare is happening right now, faster than almost anyone can comprehend. The age of autonomous warfare is dawning. To truly understand what's at stake, let's do a little thought experiment. Close your eyes for a second and imagine this with me. It's the year 2050. The sky above a sprawling metropolis isn't filled with birds or commercial airliners. It's filled with drones, millions of them. They move not in random patterns but with a chilling, coordinated purpose like a single thinking organism. And the most crucial part? They are not controlled by humans sitting in a bunker miles away. Every single one is controlled by a central artificial intelligence, a hive mind. This AI isn't just flying them, it's seeing through their eyes, processing the data from a million different angles at once. Each drone is a sensor, a node in a vast distributed brain. Each one is scanning, calculating, and deciding, all happening faster than the human brain can even process a single thought. They share data instantly, learning from each other's mistakes and successes in real time. On the ground, a lone human soldier, a relic of a bygone era, takes cover behind a concrete barrier. He thinks he's safe, hidden from view. But the swarm has already seen him, not just where he is, but where he's going to be. The AI has analyzed his posture, his breathing rate, the subtle shift in his weight, and has already predicted his next 3 possible movements. Before he can even take his next breath, neutralized with cold, mathematical precision. No malice, no anger, just a problem solved. Now, open your eyes. That scenario might sound like it's from a movie, but the foundations are being laid today. The race for AI-powered weapons has already begun. We see it in the semi-autonomous drones used in modern conflicts, which can loiter over a battlefield for hours, waiting for a target. We see it in the development of loyal wingman programs where AI-controlled fighter jets will fly alongside human pilots, acting as shields, scouts, and weapons platforms. Military strategists talk about something called the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, and act. It's the cycle a combatant goes through to react to a threat. For a human, even a highly trained one, this takes time. For an AI, this loop is compressed to milliseconds. In the time a human soldier can observe a threat, the AI has already observed, oriented, decided, and acted. The human is obsolete before the fight even begins. And the scariest part? These new soldiers have none of our human weaknesses. They don't get tired. They can patrol a border or hold a position for weeks, months, years without a drop in performance. They don't feel fear. They will fly into the heart of enemy fire without a second thought if the algorithm determines it's the optimal strategy. They don't hesitate. They don't feel pity or remorse or question an order that a human might find morally repugnant. An AI won't suffer from PTSD. It can operate in environments lethal to humans, chemical, biological, nuclear, without any degradation. Imagine an army of machines making lethal decisions without any direct human approval. A swarm of autonomous drones that can overwhelm an entire city's defenses in minutes. Tanks that drive themselves, coordinating their attacks with flawless precision. Warplanes that engage in dogfights with maneuvers no human pilot could survive, fighting in perfect formations, without a single pilot. Sounds unstoppable, right? But here's where the true nightmare begins. It lies in a concept experts call meaningful human control. Right now, most systems are human in the loop. The AI suggests a human decides. But as the speed of war increases, we're moving to human on the loop, where the AI acts autonomously, but a human can theoretically intervene. The final, terrifying step is human out of the loop. Full autonomy. The machine is in charge. And this raises a terrifying question. What happens if the AI makes a mistake? What if its training data, fed to it by flawed humans, contains hidden biases? What if it misidentifies a child holding a toy as an enemy soldier holding a weapon? How does an algorithm distinguish between a surrendering combatant and one feigning surrender? These are nuanced moral judgments that we struggle with. Can we ever program a machine to make them correctly, every single time? And if it does make a mistake, who is held accountable? The programmer who wrote the code, the manufacturer who built the drone, the commander who deployed it? Or do we blame the machine itself? It's a legal and ethical black hole. What if one glitch, one single corrupted line of code in a satellite's threat detection system is misinterpreted by a defensive AI as an incoming missile strike? And what if that AI, designed to act at machine speed, launches a retaliatory strike before any human can intervene? What if it starts a chain reaction that launches a global war in the span of 5 minutes? Some experts say AI could become the third revolution in warfare, after gunpowder and nuclear arms. But it's a new kind of weapon of mass destruction, not because of bombs, but because of speed. The danger isn't just escalation, it's escalation. Wars fought in seconds, decisions made in microseconds, spiraling far beyond any human control. And if you think governments will come together to keep these machines under control, think again. This is the new arms race. The logic is cold and inescapable. If your adversary is developing autonomous weapons, you can't afford not to. To rely on human decision-making when your enemy is operating at machine speed is to guarantee defeat. Once this technology exists, we'll want it. And once it proliferates, what happens when it gets cheap enough for non-state actors? For terrorist groups, the Pandora's box of autonomous warfare is creaking open. And once it's fully unleashed, there's no turning back. So, is artificial intelligence the future guardian of peace, a tool so powerful it makes war unthinkable? Or is it the architect of humanity's extinction, a weapon that will one day wrest control from its creators? One thing is absolutely certain, the battlefield of tomorrow will look nothing like the battlefield of today. The very nature of conflict is being rewritten in lines of code. And the scariest question of all is, when the first true AI war begins, a war fought at the speed of light beyond human comprehension, who will survive to see the end?